welcome to your mat. My name is Stacey. For today's practice, you'll want to have with you 1 to 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have those, you can simply substitute with any other similar shaped household item. Go ahead and get what you need, and I will meet you lying on your back in Shavasana. Take a few moments to settle onto your back. Your shoulders rolled beneath you, a sense of openness through your chest. Arms and legs wide away from your body. And softening through the ankles, let your toes fall wherever they choose. Take a few small breaths in and out through your nose. Allowing your belly to rise and fall with breath. Each breath in, your body's invitation to take up space on your mat. Each breath out settles you into that space, welcoming stillness, surrendering to gravity. We're going to slide the feet together at the bottom of your mat. Reach your arms up overhead, resting them on the floor. Take a big breath in to lengthen from fingers to toes. Exhale to soften. Big breath in, lengthen from fingers to toes. Exhale, let go. One more time, just like that. Big breath in. Exhale, let that go. Draw your knees in towards your belly, interlace your fingers around them, or take hold of the back of your thighs. You can hold in stillness or take a gentle rock from side to side. Pause in the center, lower the soles of your feet onto the floor. Reach for your block. We're going to press down through the feet, lift your hips up, slide your block beneath the pelvis. And lower the hips down onto it. Make sure that the block is under the pelvis, not your low back. We'll just pause here in a supported bridge pose. Slide your shoulder blades beneath you. We want to stay really open through the chest. Breathe deep into your belly. Make sure the knees are in line with the toes and the hips. They're not tilting in or splaying out. And if throughout this series at any time the block becomes uncomfortable, please give yourself permission to remove it. It is best if you choose the lowest setting of your block for this. Even if it feels you can go higher. We're going to draw the right knee in towards the belly. And take hold of the back of the right thigh, or you can hold on to your pant leg and extend your right foot up towards the ceiling. The hips are still supported by the block, making sure the weight is even from left to right hip. We'll draw a few circles through the right ankle in both directions. Pause with a deep flex in the ankle, toes drawn towards your face. Reach the right heel up towards the sky at the same time, pressing the right hip into your block. Bend the right knee in towards your belly, interlace the fingers around it. Adjust your block if it's starting to slide away. Right knee stays hugged in. Start to slowly extend your left leg long. See if you can keep the left heel reaching for the floor. Looking for a stretch here up the front of the left hip, the left thigh. Working towards a straight leg if you're able. Keep breathing into your belly as you hug the right knee in. in the center, or you can slide your left foot to the bottom left corner of your mat. And then start to direct the right knee towards the top right corner of your mat. Any pinching, pain, or discomfort in the low back, please feel free to remove your block. Left heel continues to extend to the bottom left corner, right knee's reaching away from it. Come back through center. Left leg still extended long, right knee hugs in. We're going to come into a little bit of a twist. Just watch that you're not rolling off of the block completely. Tip your right knee over to the left. You're not going to be able to go quite as far as you normally would in your twist. And we're just looking to use the edge of the block for a little bit of an acupressure point in the glute. Pause, and when you feel that tension, that pressure, breathing deep into your belly. You can always use your second block beneath your knee or your thigh. I have a bend in my left elbow, and I'm just resting my right knee in the palm of my left hand instead. Come back through center. Pause for a breath. And draw the left knee in to meet the right. Again, you can lift your hips, adjust your block if it started to shift, and hug the knees in towards you. You may find a cork block slides a little bit less, but it does have a bit of a sharper edge, so it just depends on your preference. Lower the sole of the right foot onto the floor with the right knee bent. Hips are still on your block. Extend the left foot up towards the sky. You can interlace your fingers behind the left leg or take hold of your pants. Draw some circles with the left ankle, pointing and flexing through the toes in both directions. Pause with a flexed ankle. Reach the left heel to the sky as you press down through the left hip. Bend the left knee, hug the left knee in towards the belly. Slide the right leg away from you. Working towards straightening through the right leg. The right heel resting on the floor. Breathe deep into your belly as you settle into this pose. An option to stay here in the center, or you can slide your right foot to the bottom right corner. The left knee reaches towards the top left corner. Creating as much distance as you can between the left knee and the right heel. While remaining heavy through the right hip, it may even be helpful to keep your right hand on the right hip, encouraging it down into your block. Come back through center. Full cycle of breath in the center. Move through that twist, so you want the edge of the block to be at the right glute. So when you come into your twist, you feel a little bit of an acupressure point without rolling off completely. If you need to shift the block over, you're welcome to do so. Breathe into that point of tension. You can use your block under the left knee if you like for support. Or you can use Use a bent elbow and just rest your knee in the palm of your hand. Long, slow breaths in and out through the nose. Come back through center. Bring the left knee in towards you. The right knee comes to join it. Adjust your block so it feels supportive and extend your feet up towards the sky. Let your belly become soft. As it rises and falls with breath. Bend through your knees, bring the soles of your feet onto the floor. Lift your hips up, slide your block away. Just take a gentle rock in the knees from side to side, releasing any tension that may have developed. A little bit of a wider stance in your feet might feel good. Land in the center, right foot lifts up towards the sky. Cross the right leg over the left as if you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. Lengthen through your spine first. Hug the knees in towards your chest in that cross-legged position. And find a twist, send the knees over to the left. If that's not working for you, you can always uncross at the knees. Stacking the legs one on top of each other. You can use a block beneath the knees for support. If the knees are stacked, you can place the block between the knees. Bring your knees back through center. In that cross-legged position, hug the knees in towards your belly. Tailbones reaching away from your head and down towards the floor. If you walk your hands towards the ankles, drawing the heels away from each other. Creating space between the feet as you hug the knees in towards you. Your body's going to have a natural desire to scoop that tailbone up towards the sky. See if you can keep it heavy on your mat. Release the ankles. The left foot find the floor, right foot joins it. Little sway of the knees. Land in the center, left foot lifts this time, cross it over the right before bending at the knee. Again, it's as if you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. Draw the knees in towards you, and then over to the right for a twist. Choosing whether or not you'd like to use props, blocks, pillows beneath the knees for support. Giving yourself permission to modify these poses however it suits your body today. Crossing the legs is optional. Center. Hug your knees in, crossed at the thighs. Lengthen through your low back. If you're still not feeling a stretch, you're welcome to walk your hands down your shins. Draw the heels away from each other, but continue to squeeze the knees in towards your belly. Your feet, right foot finds the floor first, left foot will join it. Walk your feet to the edges of the mat, let your knees tip in to touch. Arms release at your side, slide your shoulder blades beneath you. Take a few slow breaths in and out through your nose. Belly rising and falling with breath. Allowing your low back to reset into the mat. This is a great alternative to Shavasana for those who have low back and hip sensitivities. You are welcome to stay just as you are, or if you'd rather, you can extend your legs long to the bottom corners of your mat. Soften through the ankles so the toes fall to the sides. You settle into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Soften your gaze, perhaps close your eyes completely. And let go of any effort to control the rhythm or rate of your breath. I invite you to stay here on your back for as long as you have available to you. When you do feel ready to get up and go, do so slowly and mindfully. Taking with you a sense of openness that you've created here on your mat today, with you into the rest of your day and week to follow. With such gratitude as always for you joining me here on your mat. Namaste.